It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang. If you're in Little Rock, Arkansas, and you're looking to get your hair done, I'm warning you right now, don't even consider going to Bella Gloss and Plaza Frida. Unless you want your hair to look like this. Fried, damaged to the max. This is not what I asked for at all. From the very beginning, my appointment was going horribly wrong. I booked my appointment a week in advance. I go there today. I'm 5 minutes early to my appointment. As I'm walking into the salon, I say good afternoon. There's two girls working there, Jenny and Lupe. None of them said anything, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. They're busy. I sit down. 6 minutes later, Lupe finishes up with the person in her chair, and she comes up to me. She's like, what can I do for you today? And I said, I booked an appointment at 3 o'clock with Jenny, and this is what I want done. Jenny's like, oh, she could start with you. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. She could start with me. Anyway, we proceed to go and wash my hair. As we come back, Jenny's finishing up with the person in her chair. Another customer walks in and she's like, I'm here for the blow dry. And Jenny's like, oh yeah, go ahead and have a seat. I'm like, what about me? Anyway, as Lupe proceeds to prep my hair, she's looking at the pictures that I'm showing her, and I'm telling her I don't want any blonde. I want my hair to be a brown, honey brown, light brown to bring out my complexion. I don't want any blonde at all because that shit looks ridiculous on my skin tone. So Jenny comes over and then she gives her instructions on what to do to my hair. That's the first red flag. I'm like, whoa, that threw me off because it's my first time ever getting something done to my hair, any color done to my hair like this. I always struggled to get my hair past my shoulders, to grow past my shoulders. This is the longest my hair's been in a while, just for it to get fried, deep fried by Jenny. Anyway, I don't say anything. I let Jenny blow dry that lady's hair. Another customer is walking in as Jenny's blow drying hair, and she's like, are you Jenny? I want to get a haircut. And Jenny's like, yeah, give me 25 minutes and I'll be right with you. And I'm like, what about me? I booked an appointment a week in advance. And as she's saying that, I turn around and I look at Jenny and I'm like, hey, Jenny, I specifically booked with you because I know you have more experience. I've seen your work. It looks decent. I like it. And this is my first time ever getting something done. And I just want to make sure that it is what I want. Jenny is like, okay, that's fine. So they switch. As Jenny's working on my hair, she's making remarks like, oh, she doesn't have a lot of hair. She said it like 3 times. And that bothered me because, like, come on, like 3 times is really unnecessary. So I say, since I don't have a lot of hair, that means it's not a lot of work. So I'm not gonna pay too much. And they're like, ha ha ha, they laugh it off. Anyway, the vibes were so off. I don't say anything. I'm like, okay, it's all gonna be worth it. I'm gonna get a change I never had before. I'm gonna look better. Anyway, as Jenny's working on my hair, she has her 2 toddlers. Mind you, I don't mind kids at all, but she has 2 toddlers and they're throwing tantrums. They're kind of like running around, throwing things. The siblings are fighting with each other. They're wanting to go outside, and Jenny's like having to look at the door every time, making sure that they don't go too far where she can't see them. And that to me is very unprofessional, especially if you're working on somebody's hair. This is what it leads up to. I didn't say anything. Anyway, she's done putting the foil paper in my hair, you know, for the bleach. And then she's like, okay, just sit down right here. She did offer me a drink and a snack, and I thanked her for it. Anyway, 30 minutes passed by, and she's outside the salon talking on the phone, and then with her kids as well, I understand. But I'm like, shouldn't she be checking in my hair every, like, at least 10 minutes to see how the bleach is doing? No. So I call my mom, and I'm like, hey, Mom, this is what's going on. And my mom's like, get up and go tell her, like, hey, you should be checking up on my hair. Anyway, 45 minutes passed. Then another 25 minutes passed. So I'm like, okay, it's been too long. And then I go outside. Never once did she come and check on my hair. So I go outside, and I'm like, hey, Jenny, I think my hair is ready now. And Jenny's like, okay, yeah, I'll be right with you. As she's proceeding to wash my hair, take the folds out, I apologize to her. I'm like, hey, Jenny, I'm sorry if I'm being really nervous. It's my first time ever getting something done to my hair. I told her I struggled trying to grow my hair past my shoulders. And she's like, oh, you don't have to worry about that. It's all right. I got you. So I'm like, okay, that makes me feel a little better. I trust her. Anyway, the whole process we're almost to the end. It's like I'm there for 3 hours. We're almost to the end. And then we go back to the chair. She's blow drying my hair. And then I kind of glanced at my hair. And I'm like, Jenny, is this the final color? And she's like, yeah. I started crying, bro. I started crying once I looked in the mirror because it was not what I had asked for at all. It was not what I had asked for. And I'll show you guys the pictures of what I showed her. And then as she was working on my hair, I specified to her several times, I do not want any blonde. I don't think that looks good with my skin tone. I want a light honey brown. Burst into tears. She's like, that's what you asked for, honey. And I'm like, I showed her the picture again. I'm like, Jenny, are you sure? Are we looking at the same thing? And then she's like, she got offended. And I'm like, Jenny, this is not what I asked for at all. And then we kind of went back and forth about the right color. And I'm like, well, what can we do? And she's like, well, you don't have to pay if you don't want. So I called my mom, and mom was like, she told me, she was like, get out that chair, get up and leave. She's not willing to be polite, to apologize for her unprofessionalism. So I got up and I left, and she was laughing in my face. She was like, as I was walking out in tears, bro, because my shit is so damaged. It's so damaged, bro. I purposely didn't do anything to my hair because I was waiting for it to grow past my shoulders, and this is the first time I ever get something done to it, and she fucked my shit up. This is not honey brown, this is fucking blonde, and it's exactly what I didn't want. And I'm warning y'all right now, do not go to Bella Gloss.
My name is Yanni. I'm the owner of Bella Gloss Beauty Salon. I've been in the business more than 10 years. This is my first experience going viral on TikTok from a client. I have been receiving a lot of calls, a lot of texts, even threats. Like every 5 minutes or every second I get a text message from people I don't even know. I'm scared. This is affecting me a lot on my mental health. It's affecting me really bad. All this hate going on. I have a small business that I have been built up for my family, and I have a lot happy and satisfied clients. All my Google reviews are positive until that video. My goal is to make every single client feel beautiful before they leave my salon, as they should. People making all these hateful and negative comments don't realize the impact that it's having on me, my family, and my business. Behind every small business, there is a big heart. Somebody trying to make their dream come true. Please consider following me and sharing this post for all the other women who has felt this kind of pain without a reason. Thank you. Since a lot of y'all had questions on my last video, here's my explanation. I had a client who was unsatisfied with her service. She showed me several pictures. I thought we had agreed on the color. I did the whole process. The hair was natural, curly texture, and when you bleach hair, the texture of the hair will change. But that doesn't mean it's damaged. I was about to finish the process, so I was drying the hair, and that's the reason the hair looks puffy, but that doesn't mean the hair was damaged. The customer got upset, and I asked her how she felt about the color. I gave the customer options of how I could correct the color to her liking. At that time, the customer was already upset, and it was hard to keep a good communication. I insist to correct the color, but the customer called her mom. After she spoke to her mom told her to leave the salon, so I told her that she doesn't have to pay for the service. I want to make this clear that I never laughed at her or made fun of her, not even when she was insulting me when she was leaving the salon. The reason I didn't contact the client was because I was getting insulting text message from her. I care deeply about my clients and my work. I will take this as a lesson to keep growing for the better of me, my family, and my clients.
Yep. Looks like Arkansas, y'all on the clock. We have done so many hair videos this year. I think my next giveaway, I'm gonna do a giveaway for somebody to go get their hair done. And I want you to video and I want you to record it so we can get your before and after and your experience. I want to see if these people really be messing up. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do, because Baltimore and Detroit are my two worst hairstylist places. So I'm gonna do a giveaway for them two specifically, and I'm gonna do one for wherever in America, because I want to see if these hairstylists be really like. I want y'all to go to a random hairstylist, somebody you find off of Instagram, and tell us about your experience. You know what I mean? I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, ain't doing like 400-500, like 200. You know what I'm saying? Get a little hair dye, a little snip, a little pixie cut or something, but not like 300-400. No, we're not doing it. But yeah, I think I want to do that. I absolutely want to do that. I want to check everybody's temperature, because this is happening too often. Like, where are they training these hairstylists? And then the customer service of laughing and stuff after you just toe up somebody's hair is crazy. Like, it don't make no sense. The company Bella Gloss has since turned their comments off, which is understandable. I get it, but I still think that y'all ought to do something more for these, more for this lady. There should obviously be something more, but yeah, you can't share their stuff. You can't. Yeah, they turned off everything, so you can't share it. You can't comment. You can't do nothing, because they know they messed up. I mean, obviously it's clearly a mess up. And the girl's hair, damn, what the hell? The girl's hair was actually, it wasn't bad. I think she showed a little. They really messed up her hair. And so it's not only in the black community, it's in the Hispanic community also. And all places, Little Rock, Arkansas, the blackest city in Central America. Well, one of them is Little Rock, Memphis, and anywhere Alabama. No, not Alabama. Mississippi. Anywhere Mississippi is black as hell. But yeah, man, terrible situation. And I hope that she, I hope that she, gets sue them. Take them to civil court for messing up your hair. Cause like, if you took your time to grow out your hair, I would want my money back too. Yeah, that picture right there. Beautiful woman, long black hair, and she just she distraught. She like, she done messed up my hair. And I don't know. I tell you what, when I used to go to this hairstylist, I never got my hair dyed ever. Oh yeah, I did. I dyed my own hair with peroxide, but not like professionally. I never got my hair dyed professionally, but I did used to get my hair permed and my edges clipped and everything. And my friend, she had my so fire, man. Matter of fact, I gotta ask my mom. I gotta go back and look through pictures, and we got like a bag full of like Polaroid cameras that has all my like prom pictures and stuff like that and everything. Man, I'm gonna tell you, on my prom, I had braids. On my baby mama's prom, my oldest kids, on their mama prom, I had them like, what's some curls where you take the curler got the little wave in it. I had those, and it had my hair drip down. And it was terrible because the wind was blowing so bad. The wind was blowing so bad that day, and it was just blowing my hair out. So then I just had these poofy wave, I had a top hat on. I had these poofy waves, and then I had my little pimp cup, and I had my cane. And then guess what? And I went with my baby mama and her 2 friends. So when we stepped out my daddy's black Cadillac, oh, it was on, dog. It was on. It was like, yeah. And I had the blue suit on because, you know what I'm saying, it was, you know, but whatever. Yo, I gotta find those pictures for y'all. Y'all be like, damn, PJ, you was like that. Yeah, man, yeah. I remember back in the day when my brother was in the military. He was stationed here in Oklahoma City, so which was great because my brother, you know what I mean? So we at the crib. I go on base, and this was after 9/11. So I go on there. I got long hair. Everybody know I don't belong. I'm not in the military, but because my brother and his friends, they all military police, everybody knew me at the gate. So, or I could just, you know, we all had cell phones still at that point. I can call them, be like, hey, tell them at the gate I'm coming through so they can let me in. Even if they didn't, like if it was somebody that didn't know me, they knew when I come through that I was coming through. And that's when after 9/11, you got to pop your trunk, you know what I'm saying, open up all your doors, pop the glove department open, all that good stuff, and then you go in. So doing all that. And I used to go in, we used to get ready for the club, because there was a club on base that most of the people went to because they can get drunk and just walk back to the barracks, or we would go to the club outside. Either way, we was going to my brother's room was a spot. It was my brother, and he had a roommate. His roommate was goofball, but he was still cool. And then, so how the barracks is like, there's 2 rooms together, and they share like the same bathroom. And so there's these 2 white guys. They used to drink like 30 packs of Bush, just downing them, 2 18-year-olds. And they both got kicked out of the military too, because that's another long story. But when I'll be in there, it be girls coming through to the room or whatever, because they want to see what we doing. They're like, what PJ and D'Angelo doing? Mind you, they want to know what PJ doing. I ain't even in the military, but I'm outside. It's a lot of people that ain't from Oklahoma, so they like, let's see what these 2 doing tonight, because I know they going to be kicking it. And yes, we was. So I'm in there pressing my hair, and you know, the black girls is like, you know how to do that? And then they used to be like, oh, let me help you out. They help me party. I'm just, shh, you know, put the little grease on the top and then sizzle that shit all the way down to the end. And I have my hair flat down. I comb it. You know what I'm saying? Put my affiliated hat on, and we out the door. You know what I'm saying? Swanging. Yeah, that was some platinum FUBU days, baggy jeans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are them days. You know, the silky shirts that, you know, the what was they, satin or something? Not satin, but they were like some type of like silky like material or whatever. They was real lightweight. You know what I'm saying? How they white beat on the button-up shirts. Platinum FUBU got Fat Albert on the back, big Fat Albert on the pocket and stuff like that. Yeah. But how your lug boots? We didn't wear Timbs. We had lugs. Don't let me get y'all started, boy. Y'all know, boy.